Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. For the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. For the viewers, thank you for clicking this video. So in today's video guys, I'm going to be breaking down this A plus setup that keeps repeating itself, right? And I'm talking about the reaction off of the area of interest, right? So as you can see guys, I'm currently in a sell right now. I literally just sent this signal in my group chat. So let me break down why I took this trade from A to Z, right? So we're going to clear our charts right now and then break everything down. All right, so when it comes to how I trade guys, I like to start from the daily time frame. Right, so if you notice guys, I only use two time frames. The two time frames is the daily and the 1 hour time frame, right? So the daily time frame, I use it to mark my area of interest. So that's the first thing we do, to mark our area of interest, right? So with my area of interest guys, I like to look for where price has shown a clear demarcation, right, between buyers and sellers. So something like this, as you can see, right, where price shows a clear demarcation between buyers and sellers, right? Likely. So for the first example right here, as you can see, will be a zone where price is likely, showing demarcation between buyers and sellers. So as you can see, above this, price is buying, as you can see, right? And below this, price is reacting down, right? Another zone I do see again is going to be this zone right here, right? So if you notice, right, this, and then this is a zone, right? So if I mark it up like this, you will notice that price is technically still reacting from this area of interest right here. Boom. So if you notice again, above this area, price is buying, right? As you can see, price is buying above this blue line, and then below it, price is selling. You can clearly see that, right? So if I adjust it like this, boom. And then also again, I do see like, something here, right? So if you notice again, like from this area here, right, so from this area here, boom, to like this area from here, like this, right? So you can see like there's like a mini, area of interest. As you can see, above this, price was buying, right? You notice price bought here, right? Price reacted here, bought off of here too, right? So, and it's also reacting off of here. So this is literally what I would mark as my area of interest in the daily time frame, right? So now that we have our area of interest marked up in the daily time frame, the next step is now to go to the 1 hour time frame, right? That's the only two time frames that I use guys, right? So boom, we go to the 1 hour time frame, and then we now look for another demarcation between buyers and sellers. So right now guys, I'm clearly seeing like this area here, right? Because if you notice, the most current price action signal is literally right here, and as you can see, price is reacting off of this area here. So if I was to draw a line on this area, you clearly see to the left that price is, showing a clear demarcation between buyers and sellers. So if I was to draw a line real quick here, like this, right? Boom. Right? You can see that above this level, right, above this white line, price was buying, right? So if you notice this small buy here, this small buy here, boom, and then below it, price was selling. As you can see, it was selling here, it reacted here, it reacted here, it reacted here, it reacted here, right? So the point of your area of interest guys is to really know the demarcation between buyers and sellers, right? So I can't just put a random line like this, where something like this, where it's like, oh yeah, like this. I can't just do something like this. No, because at the end of the day, you're looking for something that has reacted more than once at least, right? So in this case here, I would mark this one as my area of interest, and then also I would want to mark somewhere around here too as my area of interest, right? So if you notice, boom, right? So if you notice here, like from this place below this blue line, price was selling. If you notice, right, so below this blue line, price was clearly selling, and then above the blue line, price was buying. So I would likely do something like this, boom, they mark it this way, right? So this is basically what I am seeing in the 1 hour time frame area of interest. So if you notice again, just look at how I am marking up my area of interest and how big the boxes are, right? So I'm usually like accommodating like the close and the wicks. That's usually what I accommodate. As you can see, boom, 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 right? So this clearly, an area of interest here. And then also there isn't much, to be honest. I don't want to clog my charts, because at the end of the day, like, I did have some complaints that, oh, you know, the chart looks too much, you know, for a new beginner, right? So if you can see, guys, this is clearly how I'm going to mark up my chart, right? So you can clearly see that above this level here, price is buying, right? And then the reason I actually took this sell is very simple, right? So in my strategy, I told you guys that whenever you're looking for sells, you have to understand the trend that you're in, right? So an example here is, guys, like I told you guys, price, you know, was creating higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend. Now this was the previous low that price needed to break for the trend to change from buys to sells. Why? Because if you notice, my system has told you guys that whenever you're looking for a reversal or you want to know what the trend is, you need to understand what the current trend is and then the previous low, right? Because if you can understand what the previous low is, then you can know when the trend has officially changed. So in this case here, I told you guys, whenever the trend changes, it breaks and closes below the previous low, and when that happens, wait for a retracement to an area of interest and then take the sell, right? So in this case here, right, price had this low here, and the reason is this low is because, guys, it has at least 2 sell candles, right? So this is a sell candle, this is a sell candle, which makes this the appropriate low to be used, right? You cannot use this because this only has one, you know, sell candle. You cannot use this because this only has one sell candle, right? So before this, guys, literally the low that price needed to break for the trend to change from buys to sells was this low right here, right? This was the low. Why? Because if you notice, guys, this low has at least 2 sell candles, right? You can't use this low because it only has one sell candle. You can't use this because it only has one sell candle. Same thing here too, right? So until when price now created this, right, then we literally had to wait for price to, you know, close and break up below this for the trend to change from buys to sells, right? So in this case here, price broke below this low right here, which is the previous low. So this right here is basically the indication, right? So this was the indication right there. Boom, right? Indication. As you can see, price has indicated it wants to go down, right? Then the correction was basically price going to this daily zone and then retracing here. Now once it retraced up to this zone here, my entry was basically this candle right here, this candlestick pattern here, but I did enter late, so I literally waited for the next, you know, candlestick entry, which was this candlestick entry right here, which is called the shooting star, and then I took my trade. Boom, right? And then stop loss right above that candle, and my full TP is going to be somewhere around here, right? So this is basically why I was able to take this specific trade and why, you know, I'm looking for sells in this, you know, I mean, specific market. For the trend to change from sells to buys, price literally needs to break, let me see, not this high, but actually this high here. Why? Because if you notice, this high here only has, you know, one buy candle creating that, you know, arc, so you can't really use this. So until price closes below this low here, if price can close, you know, with this specific body below this, you know, low here, then we can now anticipate, okay, this is going to be the high that price needs to break. But as of right now, price is currently still playing around this, you know what I mean, area here. So until price closes below this body here, then it's safe to say that, you know, the trend is still sells and price needs to literally buy all the way up here for the trend to change from sells to buys, right, guys? Again, guys, if you don't know how to trade ICC concepts, guys, I literally created a whole ebook for you guys. You can see there's a guy right here called Felix, you know what I mean, he's tapping into my ebook, right? So he's currently on this specific chapter here, right? So guys, make sure you tap into this ebook, guys. Do not forget, you know what I mean, to look at this ebook every single day, guys. I have, you know, systems that I use, you know what I mean. For example, this system right here, boom, right? So I do have a system that I use to, you know, enter my trades. So make sure you read this, man, and implement this. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you guys gained a lot from this. I will see you guys in a different video. Peace.